What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Let's Play Diablo 3 as our Witch Doctor playthrough. We are now level 31, and unfortunately, in our last episode, we weren't necessarily able to get some audio, which is a little unfortunate, so we did go through the entire episode without any type of commentary, which isn't necessarily all that bad. I just kind of feel a little bad, because, you know, we have to include the storyline. But unfortunately, we didn't have any audio. So here we are, the Betrayer of the Herodrim. Find the Oasis Gate in the flooded causeway. Now, I do want to go ahead and point out that I think it's really cool that I didn't know this, but this is actually a living snake, the rare mojo, and actually I probably should have put a jewel on it that I just sold. I wonder if I could still buy back. Yes, I can. Let's get some extra health, put you there, and making our way to the Oasis Gate in the flooded causeway.
It's quite a maze down here, isn't it?
Looks like we have a merchant. 106 intelligence, definitely doing more damage. Zombie charger damage, and we get thorns. With an empty socket. Ah, looks like I had another empty socket as well I wasn't paying attention to. I guess we're gonna keep what we have.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
I bet this is a trap. Ruined cistern, and a fleeting shrine. Movement speed and pickup radius has been increased. Find the Dalgor Oasis.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
Looks like we have a boss. Warding Spirit Mask. You know, part of me wants to go ahead. I really do like my poison darts, but I may go ahead and try something else. Dead Iron Wolf. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. Looks like 16 arcane resistance, which we don't need. I might go ahead and try once again. The Corpse Spider, Spider Queen.
People are able to live off its barren dunes.
The will to live is strong in these people. Needs more time.
How awesome is that? You know, unfortunately though, you only really use it once, so it doesn't really make too much sense to necessarily keep the Spider Queen. Maybe fire bombs or something else. I guess we'll find out in a moment.
Your death comes.
Now, as cool as the Spider Queen is, I might go ahead and just grab something else. Let's try Firebomb. The skull bounces, dealing on every bounce. We'll see if we like this. Here's a chest. Anything cool? Greedy plate leggings of fortitude. I'm assuming that is some type of warrior armor. Bloated corpse. And it looks like we have yet another dead end. You know, I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but our snake is actually alive, as you can see, which is really kind of cool. I was not really expecting that. I was expecting some sort of fake idol. Before we go this way, let's explore. I'm guessing this is going to be a dead end. Here it is, and a chest. With a Lucky Silk Sash of the Mind. Anything that has the word focus in, we are most likely going to be equipping.
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakarum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us, should he ever return.
path to the oasis. Now, I definitely remember this area. Looks like we got a new waypoint as well. I remember playing on my barbarian, and obviously, you know, farming whatever I could. I had a whirlwind barbarian, so if you had enough rage, you could easily just continue your whirlwind and kill anyone and everything. I actually kind of like these bombs, though I feel like the poison darts do more damage. We've got some additional lore. And Brigand's armor.
To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control.
This is kind of cool. Very cool graphics. We have a vase all the way up here, but it can't seem to be destroyed unless it's on the ground. Which I don't think it is. You know what? I'm willing to bet that there's probably an item in there. And had we had some sort of item or some sort of ability that doesn't shoot in a straight line, probably do better. So I wonder what they're doing. It looks like they're taking out water from the well and probably feeding it to the city.
3 centuries ago, a much smaller Chaldeum depended upon small wells for its water. Then came the mysterious Dalgur, offering Chaldeum an oasis of unparalleled splendor, located in an area previously thought to be desert, asking only that his name be permanently affixed to the land. Then he vanished into the oasis.
And maybe that's where it all started. Looks like we also have a cellar that we might as well go ahead and explore. Now, from what I understand, I think it's level 32 that we get our improved Wall of Death. And I would like to go ahead and verify that. Where do I find you? Skills. Level 32, we get a Ring of Poison, but what I'm really wanting is level 35. Increases the width of the wall and knock all enemies behind the wall. So I'm kind of curious as to what that means. The Ring of Poison won't necessarily be too strong. It'll be really good.
Please, someone help! I'm being robbed!
Quiet, or I will rip your tongue from your mouth. You fool! You think you can save this man? You have sealed your fate.
That is probably the most broken ability. I mean, I just love the Wall of Death. It's so amazing. Looks like we also have a raiding item, something along those lines. Raiding plated gauntlets of carnage and the Imperial Guard's orders.
The enemy has destroyed Alcarnus and most of the cultists. The Master commands us to capture more slaves immediately. Go to the oasis and abduct villagers. Kill any who resist. That way we shall both gain allies and destroy enemies.
Thank you, thank you. Those vile creatures were looting my goods. Now that you have saved me, I'd be happy to allow you the privilege of buying them instead.
Oh man, that's funny. 104 vitality is kind of a lot. What do we have? 250, 96 vitality. Let's go ahead and put this item on.
This will aid me.
A lot more armor, a lot more intelligence and vitality. And I am going to use this amethyst, though I would much rather have, I believe it's a topaz, because it gives me intelligence. You know, it's kind of funny. Save that man, instead of stealing his items, he will sell them to me. He didn't really have all that many either. But at least we sold our items, I think. No, we didn't. And might as well repair what we can.
What sort of emperor allows his people to fall into such suffering?
The child is young. He does not yet understand his responsibilities as a ruler.
I pray that he finds such an understanding, and soon.
You know, I really actually like my build. The only thing that I'm upset about is I don't necessarily like the mass confusion, though I just really haven't given it a chance. And I really do enjoy the Wall of Death, but I feel like lower cooldown would be amazing, and of course, not allowing enemies to pass through at all would be pretty broken as well. It looks like we have the Crusaders Part 4. I'll pick that up in a minute.
When the Crusaders had learned all they could, Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that coiled at the heart of the Zakarum faith. There was no clear goal for them to pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred.
Replenishing Viper of the Deep. And from what I understand, I guess we're going to be making our way back. Are there going to be any cool and exciting dungeons? Flawless Diamond and a Flawless Amethyst.
Need more time.
So, the more we explore, the more experience we are going to attain. Therefore, the more experience we get, the stronger we will become. So it does necessarily, you know, benefit us to explore every inch and crevice. I'm willing to bet that that opens. As I was saying in the last episode, or I guess because it was muted, we didn't necessarily hear it. Now, one thing I didn't realize is every time you come into a zone, they have random dungeons. So when you see doors like this, sometimes they open up, sometimes they don't. And so obviously it looks like this time that dark cellar opened up. And there wasn't really anything exciting inside, but there was a merchant. So, you know, it does make it unique. It does make it a little exciting. Let's go ahead and check this very small little area down here. Looks like it keeps going. But nothing of real importance, and I'm willing to bet that this opens up as well. Okay, where are we to go? Probably explore a little bit more. Enter the forgotten ruins of the Dalgor Oasis. About to be level 32. It can't come soon enough, though I'm really excited to finally hit level 35. That's probably my #1 priority. And unfortunately, though we do have all of our passives up until level 30, our next passive won't be unlocked until level 70, which obviously you need something to look forward to in the end game. But it is a little, you know, kind of annoying.
Perhaps I will find Zoltan Kul's head in here.
I would like to explore everything, though, before we make our way inside.
Need more time.
16 kill massacre. It looks like we can still continue to move on up. Movement speed and pickup radius. Level 32. Soul Harvest Rune Languish has been unlocked, and the Well of Souls. Ring of Poison, which is what we do want that upgrade, but it's not really what we want. Flooded Cave, so I'm willing to bet that this is random as well. Well, I don't know. This one probably isn't. It's probably those little cellars. Okay, looking at our skills, we now have a new Spirit Barrage. Additional spirits seek out and damage nearby enemies. Let's do our Ring of Poison. And we also have Soul Harvest. Increase your armor for each harvested enemy and reduce their movement speed. I think I do like that. I might actually use it. It's going to be a panic button nonetheless. And let's see our new Poison Zombies.
The rockworm may very well be the ugliest creature ever to blight the world with its presence. Bereft of any features aside from its massive jaws, the rockworm appears to be a giant invertebrate. I should like to study it further, but its burrowing tendencies make it extraordinarily difficult to track.
Okay, so let's finally go ahead and use our new poison. Here we are. Oh, that doesn't look as cool as I thought it would. So all it does is it puts a... Summon a ring that poisons enemies, dealing damage over time. I don't like this, but it's not bad. It reminds me of the poison vial. And it's kind of a mixture of the Grasp of the Dead and the Wall of Death. So something like that would probably do a ton of damage. Conjuring Viper of the Black Widow. And I'm wondering, yeah, we did explore everything. Clever Hatchet of Agony.
Need more time.
And a lock. Not really all that exciting. Anything with intelligence and vitality is what we're going to need. 29 gold on the ground. And now this does say level 1, so it makes me wonder how many levels are going to be inside. Riddle Hooves.
Not ready yet.
Some rockworms and the Crusaders Part 5.
The Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the search. None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
It's kind of unique. I would like to, once we go ahead and find more, I would like to go and listen to all of those at once. I'm wondering if this is a big circle. A healing well that we don't really need. A bloated corpse with nothing of importance. I'm willing to bet that this is the way we needed to go, and this is a circle. But I guess we'll find out. A nice chest and a rock pile. Veiled crystal, and of course some new shoulders. Ah, Pool of Reflection. I will absolutely take that. Experience gain is increased by 25%, and what's nice is it doesn't run out. Yeah, I'm wondering how far this goes. This is obviously the way we need to go. But once we find a wall, yeah, flooded cave level 2.
Our motivations are complete contradictions of one another. I am driven by honor and the good of others. He is driven by greed and a calling that comes from below his waist.
Well, I'm willing to bet that this is a circle. I know I've said that a few times, but I guess we will find out. Another dead villager. Seems to be quite a bit of pillaging. Maybe we could find Belial and Asmodan sometime soon. Well, not much of a circle. Now, I'm wondering what type of, unique items and treasure we are going to find. Everything is randomly generated, depending on your level. So, we might find another legendary, hopefully, though. We obviously found that very unique ring, though it is level 28, and we are now level 32, so there might be better ones out there. I'm just so happy that we found that Pool of Reflection. You know, getting 25% more experience makes us closer and closer to attaining our goal, which, of course, is to get that new Wall of Death at level 35. Flooded Cave, level 2. Now, I'm guessing that this is going to be the the deepest part of the cave. A resplendent chest. Items anywhere and everywhere, anything exciting and cool. Anything with intelligence? I like the one we have better. 121 vitality, a lot of intelligence, a hell of a lot of intelligence. And it has an empty socket. I will absolutely take that. Though I wish there was some sort of, you know, area. Yeah, there used to be an auction house where you could buy gems. And I get that we don't really need gems until we're level 70. But, you know, it would be kind of cool to get intelligence.
The world is safer now.
Which I believe are the topaz gems, but I could be mistaken. Frenzied Shrine. And I'm willing to bet that the end is right up here. And then we will finally make our way to the Forgotten Ruins. At least, hopefully.
These enemies defy all reason.
Everybody just dies because of the Wall of Death. It's very, very cool. The Pool of Poison. And our Groping Eels certainly do quite a bit of damage. Slow enemies and severely damage them. Here is the exit. We didn't really find anything cool. Part of me wants to make our way back, but I think we are going to explore a little bit more. You know, I do want to go ahead and find some new abilities, level up when we can. Reptilian Viper. We should be near the end. At least of this oasis. I'm not sure how far it goes. Well, we have found a swampy cellar. Should we enter it? I think we will. Anytime we see a cellar, I think it's going to be pretty small. Using our Pool of Death with our poison and our Groping Eels. Anything cool and exciting down here? It looks like it goes farther than I thought it would. Ah, Treasure Goblin. Quite a few crystals, arcane dust, quite a bit of supplies, and a treasure chest. So it was a good idea to go exploring. Though, nothing of real importance. I think instead of selling all these items, I might go ahead and salvage them. And then potentially make new items. Once we get to level 35, we can upgrade our blacksmith once again to unlock even better abilities.
He needs more time.
You will not enter the aqueducts. Lord Belial demands your blood.
So I'm willing to bet that we shouldn't move any farther this way. Male Bands of the Mind. This is a pretty big area. Well, I suppose let's make our way down this way again. Crusaders Part 6.
Each and every crusader was a warrior of rare strength. They
Get us out of here!
I'm gonna have to listen to that again.
Don't let us die! I must flee.
So we need to rescue all three. There was one there a minute ago. I guess he died.
Every crusader was a warrior of rare strength. They had mastered the power of light, of weapon and shield, and of self. Each was sworn to...
We are never going to be able to listen to that at this rate. Here are the captive guards.
To get out of here.
And the third one, probably completing our quest. Ah, here's a powerful enemy. It says Overlord. Braymok the Overlord. Well, nonetheless, he's gonna die really soon.
Not ready
I don't know what just happened, but we jumped all the way there. Getting 6,750 XP and some gold. Anything exciting? Maybe a chest. We have a campfire. Almost at level 33 as well. Nothing of real importance. Now, obviously, we need to make our way to the north. After we go to the Betrayer of the Haradrim, enter the Forgotten Ruins of the Dalgor Oasis. Looks like that cellar could open up as well eventually. So you can see that there obviously is quite a bit of flavor every time you move your way through these zones. And I really like how the zones are so malleable. Deceiver's Orders Part 2.
The enemy and seize their companions. There is a witch among them, and another, a girl. Bring them to me along with the Black Soul Stone. They will be searching for the head of Zoltun Kuhl. Scour the Oasis front. Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
Is that all?
Well, we have some time to waste, so let's go to the north real quick and see if we can find anything else. There was a variety of units, and we obviously killed a boss earlier. Maybe we'll find another. Here's a nice chest. I will gladly take it. I would like to find some more of Kane's satchels, but I haven't seen any. Low Dash the Stalker. He just dies.
The hunters did not expect to be hunted.
I think I need, yep, the orange gems. They give me intelligence. 182 coin, I will sell that. You move over and pick up that. It's still not really worth any money. You know what? I could go back into the rotting cellar and sell these items. And then potentially make my way over. Enemies anywhere and everywhere. And we did come over here.
My spirit grows back.
Level 33. Gaining a lot of damage, a lot of health, and Widowmakers. I wouldn't mind trying that out. Throw a jar with deadly Widowmaker spiders. And new Locust Swarms regenerate mana, which we don't need. And the Zombie Charger, Zombie Winter Bear, crawls out of the ground and runs in all directions, damaging any and all enemies.
But he sows his seeds and sees a harvest in good time. There is peace to be found in such gentle accomplishment.
So what we're going to do is we'll probably sell our items, repair what we can, and maybe not selling them, maybe we'll salvage them if we can. No we can't, so we're going to have to sell anything and everything. Looks like he has some armor that I didn't necessarily see. We don't need any of them. Repair, and let us just go ahead and sell. Not necessarily as good as our legendary crown. Part of me wanted to go ahead and salvage this, but I suppose that's fine. I wonder how much money we made. About 20,000, so not bad. And finally, making our way into the Forgotten Ruins. And I guess we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in our next adventure.